I have to explain a lot, so I'm gonna try to do it really quickly before I'm like late. That makes sense? Welcome back to Book It. Today I have a little bit of a different video. So we're not inside. I'm in my car. Room. I'm about to leave because I'm going to play flight attendant for the next like 48 hours basically. So my best friend in the whole world, who I love more than everything, became a flight attendant last year, and I only see her every now and then because she lives in New York while I still live in Ohio, which is really sad and depressing, but I do get some perks. I get to fly for free with her, and she's been trying to convince me to become a flight attendant for, oh god, the year that she's been a flight attendant. So today we are basically playing flight attendant. I will be doing what she does for the next 48 hours. So quick little snippet, I'll explain more later. It is currently 4:40 a.m. I am leaving my house to go to the airport so I can catch a plane in about an hour to meet her in Dallas. So I'll explain more in a minute. But yeah, that's what's going on right now. So it's been a minute. So I got to the airport in Cincinnati and it was atrocious. It was terrible. Lines backed up everywhere. Like literally, it was terrible. The line to security reached almost the front door. I was able to get through and I had to run to the terminal to make my plane. So I'm currently in Dallas. I just went and got breakfast, orange juice, and I got a little sausage, egg McMuffin, or biscuit. I kind of wish I would have got pancakes though. But you know, McDonald's is good anyway. Not good, but it's acceptable. So it's 7:30 time right now. So 8:30 a.m. back home. My bestie lands at 9. So she'll be here in about a little over an hour. So I'm going to sit here. But take a second and explain what exactly is going on. So this weekend, we're doing I'm gonna basically be a flight attendant. So on call was yesterday, and so she got called to do this trip from New York to Dallas to New Orleans, back to Dallas to Sacramento to Dallas, back to New York. It's basically over the course of 3 days. 3 days. So I left from Cincinnati and I'm meeting her here in Dallas. Then we'll take the same flights to New Orleans and then back, and then we're going to go to Sacramento and back, and then she's going to go back to New York and I'm going to go back to Cincinnati. Yeah. Oh, cute dog. So yeah, there's a cute puppy behind me. That is the plan. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to go off without a hitch. This is how we have to hang out now. Which, it's being an adult, I guess. But yeah, that's why I wanted to film this video. So like, this is perfect content for somebody who hasn't made a book video in over a month. I've read books, I just haven't filmed anything. But yeah, I'm gonna sit here and eat my sandwich and charge my phone and wait for her to get off the plane. Okay, so it's officially 10:30 a.m. here, 11:30 a.m. back home. And our flight just got delayed. My friend's here, she's in here on the phone. Our flight got delayed by 40 minutes. So we're gonna be sitting here until like 1:15-ish to go to New Orleans. Having fun. Yeah. All right, so update. We made it to Louisiana after having a flight delayed and a bunch of other shit. So we're finally here. Here's my bestie. Woo! We're so excited. We're about to go out.
We're gonna take a shot of Tito's.
We're gonna take a shot of Tito's and go out. We're only here for like 12 hours, 13 hours.
Probably 11 now.
Probably 11 hours now, so we're not gonna be here super, super long. But, yeah, that's it. So, talk to you later. Bye! Alright, kiddos. It is 6:50 a.m. on Sunday morning. So, shit has hit the fan. I didn't get the first flight, so my flight attendant friend is gone. She's on her way to Dallas. I'm on the 9:40 a.m. flight to Dallas, if there's seats. If not, I'm on an 11:30 a.m. flight to Dallas. If I'm not on that one, I'm basically gonna be stuck in Dallas, or in New Orleans. Which I'm okay with. But here's where things get a little tricky. If I get on this 9:40 flight to Dallas, I have a chance of making a 12 o'clock flight to Sacramento and still going out to Sacramento, California with my friend. And that's what we're trying to do. That's what we're hoping and praying, and just, oh, that would make such good content, such good video. Because Nola's been awesome. I'm definitely going to like post, you know, videos about it, updates about it. Probably when I'm editing is when I'll do like a, hey, from the editor, this is what we were doing, and you know. If I don't get on the 9:40 flight, I cannot go to Sacramento. I'm going to go home. Hopefully. So yeah, there's nothing I can do but eat my sandwich, bacon, Gouda, and cheese, and drink my coffee and wait. Flight attendant simulator is fun, but it's kind of hard. But if I was a flight attendant, I would have like, guaranteed, sure. But I like to run around. It's cool. After sitting in the airport for 6 hours, I'm headed to Dallas, kids. I'll explain when I get there the next steps. I'm still trying to figure it out myself. So I made it to Dallas. It's 3 o'clock p.m. I have a headache. Hopefully I'm going to Sacramento at 6 p.m. If I don't get that, I'm gonna go home.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a different kind of aircraft, not all.
I'm going to Sacramento. Just kidding. I'm going home, and I will explain in a minute for this, but a couple hours from now. Bye. All right, guys, it's been a couple days. Obviously, I'm back at home. I want to explain what kind of happened because it was like very last minute, very quick change. So as you saw, I got my ticket to California and I was all ready to go. I had a snack, I had some water. I went to the restroom, I came back and they started boarding the plane. Like the minute that the door opened for them to start boarding the plane, I started getting like kind of like anxious. And I don't get anxious when I fly. And I was like, okay, kind of weird, whatever. I was like, you know, scanned my ticket, started walking. I'm on the bridge. It was a long line. There was a lot of people going. I was like, okay, kind of like, you know, like felt this weird, like, not a panic, but like kind of like an anxiety attack. And I was like, oh my God. And I was like, you know what? Like, that's fine. I'm going to sit down, eat my cookies, drink my water, relax, and like I'll be there in a few hours. Like I was excited to see Liz. Like it was a great time. As I'm literally stepping on the plane, I get like my entire stomach drops and I get like a basically turn around and fucking run. So I was like, oh my God. So I like went like this because I almost physically threw up in my hand, turned around and walked back through the jet bridge. I went to the gate and I was just like, hi, I'm not getting on this flight. And they were like, oh, is everything okay? And I was like, I can't really explain it. But I have a pit in my stomach that's telling me that I do not need to be on this plane. I do not need to be going to California. I do not need to be doing whatever. For whatever reason, no. Thanks though. So the gate agent was super nice and super cool. Ended up like transfer me over and I was like, just go ahead and send me back to Cincinnati. Like I'm cool with it. Like I'm just ready to go home at this point. Like, so I'm like, okay, so he ends up giving like my seat to somebody else that was on standby that was on the list and lower down, which the guy was like, yes, thank God I get to go home. And I was like, perfect. You want to go home? I want to go home. Let's do it. So then he ends up telling me my gate is actually across the way. I'm like at gate A8 and I had to be at C26 in like 30 minutes basically. And I'm like, great. Let me just run real quick. So as I start like, going through the airport, I call Liz and I tell her basically what happened. And she was like, you know what? I get it. Like if you like, maybe it's not it wasn't the plane landed fine. Everything's fine. But like, it was going to be either like the Uber after or the Uber the next day, the flights home, like something wasn't going to match up well. And my intuition told me otherwise, so I just didn't get on it. She was cool with it. She was like, are you on the next flight home? And I was like, yeah, my flight leaves in like 20 minutes. Like I'm on my way to the gate now, whatever, blah, blah. And she's like, cool. So as I'm like getting off of the tram at the Dallas airport, I end up like walking to the gate. Gee, I don't know, lost words. And I get there and I sit down, but before I do, I go up to the gate and I'm like, hi, like I just got transferred like last minute. I want to make sure that I'm on some sort of list. And the guy at the gate was so nice, like one of the nicest people I've met. And he was like, yeah, like what's going on? And I was like, oh, so I was supposed to go to California. I just transferred 6 minutes ago to this flight. And he was like, okay, like let me make sure like you're all good to go. I was great. And I looked at like the list. So if you ever go to the airport, when you go to the airport, they'll have a list. It'll say upgrades. So those are the seats that people have requested upgrades. That doesn't mean you'll get one. That just means you requested it. So if you're the first person, you'll have your first name and then it'll go down. After that screen, it'll have a standby list. Since I fly standby, I was on that list. Because I had been at the airport so long and because of all these other flights, I was like a D1 through crew plus a whatever. So I got moved up on the non-rev side. So I was like the first non-rev, but there were 3 revenue people ahead of me, which basically means that they paid to be on standby. I did not. So they would get it first and then me. So I'm on that list and I see right under me, I knocked somebody down because that's what happens. You knock someone down the list. And it said red.s. And I was like, interesting. Crazy enough, I turned around. Liz's sister, Sarah, the twin, is standing behind me and she's like, you just knocked me down the list. I ended up flying home with Sarah, taking her home. It was really funny. I told her what happened and she was like, oh, that's weird. But like, yeah, she ended up like, it was really bizarre. Like her flight from Denver ended up getting rerouted and she ended up coming to Dallas late because it was like, just a bunch of stuff was going on. But like she had a bunch of things that happened and then obviously me. So I ended up coming home that night. I went to my parents' house and like, well, I dropped her off and she lived next to my parents. So I saw my parents, talked to them, told them like what was going on. My dad was like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad you didn't get on the plane. I'm like, I'm fine. But my parents miss me when I travel. But no, I wanted to come on and say like what exactly happened because a lot went down. It was a very fun trip, but it was very stressful. I think the only thing that caused me stress was when you fly standby, you don't have a guaranteed seat. And so there could be a plane with 30 seats open, you don't get one, but there could be a plane with negative 10 seats and you end up getting one. It's really weird how it all works. But yeah, so I had a lot of fun playing flight attendant in real life. I can't wait to do it again. I've already told Liz that I'm ready to sign on again and do it, round 2. Hopefully this time I'll be able to hit every flight that she had. So the reason I wasn't on the flights with her was because the morning that we were supposed to go to California, she changed my flight info because she was like, oh, it'll be better if you fly later in the day. Like you'll have to wait an extra hour at the airport, but you'll be able to get on this plane. Crazy enough, half of the people missed like the 5 a.m. flight. So I would have gotten on that flight if I was on the list for it, and I wasn't, so I didn't get it. And then the next flight that came through was overbooked, so that plane left, and then the third plane that I was for sure going to get on got delayed by 4 hours. Yeah, so that's how it all happened. So basically, as she was going through and she was doing her layover, she was like, yeah, you would have made this plane. You would have made this plane. So we've decided that next time we're going to keep me booked on whatever I'm booked on, and we're just going to hope, because I would have hit every plane with her. But you win some, you lose some. I had a lot of fun. I met a lot of cool people. I met a lot of people that kind of sucked at the airport when you're there for 14 hours, between 3 different airports. Not as much fun, but I did, have some food in Texas. I had some barbecue something. I didn't film it. I wish I did. In Louisiana, I had beignets at the airport. Beignets are yummy, and I got some stuff for my parents. My dad's a big Saints fan. I got a New Orleans sweatshirt. So yeah, I didn't get anything in Dallas. I was at Dallas for a long time. I didn't get any souvenir from Dallas because I didn't actually go there. I had my layover in Louisiana was a lot longer, so I was actually able to go out and see Louisiana. I didn't go out and see Dallas, so I didn't get anything from it. But no, I had a lot of fun. I want to say thank you so much to the awesome flight attendants, awesome pilots, obviously my best friend, but thank you. I had literally so much fun. I can't wait to do it again. If I end up doing it again, I might make this a little series flight attendant IRL. But yeah, so my trip was great. It was 3 days long, two days long, literally Saturday to Sunday night. Yeah, literally Saturday morning to Sunday night. So a day and a half, maybe. So much fun. I can't wait to do it again. If you like this video, make sure you, subscribe for more content. I'm going to be doing a bunch more IRL content because, Book It is not only books, but also, travel stuff. So I'm going to try to do both. Also, my social media, if you go to my Instagram at sav.lewis, you'll see I already put my New Orleans reel up. I did a little cute little, whatever. And then I also have pictures. I'm going to upload more pictures probably tomorrow. I took a bunch. I'm just going to do a photo dump. So a lot's going to be from New Orleans, but there's also going to be some from just back home. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, bye.